plays a big role in financial health, but many Americans still struggle to understand exactly how it works, from managing cards to knowing what exactly impacts a credit score. A new survey data from Credit One Bank from sorry, new survey data from Credit One Bank reveals a clear gap in credit knowledge, highlighting the need for better financial education, something I really believe in. So great to have with me today is Steve Min, the Chief Credit Officer at Credit One Bank, to discuss this new survey. And I couldn't agree with you more that people just need to really understand this. I think it would solve so many problems. Let's just start with like the basics. Why is financial education, especially around credit, such a big issue right now?
Sure. At this point, credit impacts just about every aspect of your life, whether you're applying for a loan, trying to rent a new home. And for more and more people, they're using credit to bridge the gap on a month to month basis. Problem is, many people don't understand how credit works and what influences their credit score, or how to use credit wisely. Now, this isn't a problem just for one group. Anyone can damage their credit history without the right tools and information.
Now, what would you say are the biggest knowledge gaps?
Well, there's a lot of confusion around credit fundamentals. Our survey found that 72% of people didn't realize that when they miss payments, that sits on their credit bureau for 7 years and can impact their credit score for just as long. A lot of people also didn't realize that using all of the credit that they have available is also a bad thing and will hurt their credit score. Lenders, when they see someone's using 100% of their available credit versus some fraction of that, are going to think that the person who's using all of that credit is going to be a lot riskier. And subsequently, it shows in their credit scores. Understanding these credit fundamentals is the key to improving your credit score.
Hmm. And what were some of the common credit misconceptions, would you say?
Well, there's a lot of misconceptions out there, but through our survey, we actually found that 70% of people weren't aware of the fact that their oldest credit line matters a lot. And keeping that oldest credit line open makes a difference in their credit score. The longer your credit history is, the better your credit score will be.
So let's say somebody is just starting out, maybe a college student, and what should they do? I have a son who's going to college this fall. So what kind of advice should I give to him to make sure he gets off on the right foot, or anybody just starting out?
Sure. Well, to build credit, you need to have credit. So it's important to go out there and get a credit card and use it wisely. Make sure to make those payments on time. Don't max it out. I know when you go to college, you want to do, things like buy a stereo for your dorm. I know that's one of the things I did when I first went to college and got a credit card was I bought a crazy stereo, which probably wasn't the right thing to do. And then over the long run, make sure you have a diverse set of different types of credit products on your credit bureau record. So that means things like auto loans or personal loans, because the broader the types of credit are on your credit bureau record, the better your credit score will be.
Mhm. And then talk a little bit about the societal impact when people don't understand credit. I mean, could there be, like we had the housing crisis not that long ago. I mean, what kind of things can happen if we don't really understand this and make sure our credit is good?
Sure. Without a good credit profile and a good credit score, it's going to make getting loans for things like cars and houses either impossible for you to get or more expensive for you to pay for. And recently, employers have started looking at credit profiles as part of their hiring practices as well in certain jobs. So you want to make sure that you have as good a credit profile as you can, because it could hurt the most basic things like your ability to get a job. That's part of why we're so focused at Credit One Bank at providing education to everyone.
So, what resources are available for people? Where can they go to learn about this?
They should go to creditrecords.com. It provides a lot of insight into the credit fundamentals, as well as teaching you specifically what not to do to wreck your credit.
Mhm. Okay, I am going to take my son there before he goes to college. So, where and is that a good place to go for more information? What are some resources?
Well, creditrecords.com is a great start. It'll show you all of the fundamentals of credit that you need to know to make sure that you have or can keep a good credit score. And specifically, it tells you what not to do, which I think is an important thing, especially for someone just starting out in credit.
Okay. Creditrecords.com. Very important information for everybody. So thank you so much, Steve.